Hello, Gil. Welcome back. If I hadn't bored you with the first part, which I probably have, but carrying on, as we saw, I transformed Scrapper into his robot mode. This is supposed to represent his spring action he had in the movies. This is supposed to be his little bit of the tread whips he has, but he does stand pretty well in this. But if you're still having problems standing him, you can just rotate the treads fully down. Gives him a sort of almost like a snake look, which he was supposed to have in the film anyway. Also auxiliary weapons if you want. You can have the shovels down. Don't know why you would, but head mold wise though, if I can get this on camera, I do quite dig it. It is a very movie-esque head mold, and it does work with him. Articulation on this guy, his arms will do a full 360. They will pivot in and out. His head can look down. He does have some sort of waist articulation, but making him stand, you just have to play about with the treads. But that is Rampage. So set him back here. Okay, next, my personal favorite, Mixmaster. Very good, nice detailing they did on him. He's got twin Decepticon logos on either side. Looks exactly like his Voyager self. The only thing I can't fully understand is these paint apps. It's just like smears on either side, and it doesn't really blend in. But he's still got fuels, nice little fuel tanks, nice smokestacks. Rear even, they put in some extra details, so that's where it loads in, some little ladders. All his wheels roll, and he rolls pretty well. Okay, transform this guy into robot mode. You split the front apart, fold this back, and this will reveal the Devastator head. We split the back apart. I know he looks sort of like a jumbled mess. Then we fold the section round, and it will sort of peg in. There's a little gap back there, which is supposed to peg onto that. So we lock that down, and top of the arms, you see the little peg hole? Those two will just lock together. But this guy, out of all of them, is pretty fiddly. And this is Mixmaster in his robot mode. Again, quite nice detailed head, but I don't know. He's sort of it looks like the head mold from the G1 twin pack, as opposed to the actual movie accurate head, in my opinion, because he has that sort of dumbed down look. It definitely looks the weirder of the three, but he does portray his original self quite well. Articulation on this one is his shoulders are on ball joints, and they can move in and out. His legs can go forward and they can go back, but he sort of has to pivot on the Devastator head, which is hidden behind. But looking at this guy front on, Devastator head isn't really an issue. Okay, move him to the back. Finally, Scavenger, Demolisher, whatever he's called. Here he is, and again does his Voyager namesake very good. Nice Decepticon logo, nice little stripes. Doesn't exactly hide the wheels, but they even included little wheels. So again, another character that rolls really well. They put in some nice little hydraulic detailing, and put some on the scoop as well. The scoop can also fully flip up, and he is quite cool. This guy is possibly also the fiddliest to transform. The way you're supposed to transform him is you fold the treads down and fold down the back wheel. You split whole section over, and this will reveal the robot head. We flip these panels around. Next you want to fold the treads and move them over the back to their original position. Now this gets the fiddly part. The wheels, as you can see in there, they've got to slide over each other. And the way you do that is just wiggling it, which I absolutely hate doing, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to snap this in the future. But there you go, there is Scavenger in his robot mode. Really nice head mold, and actually pretty much has everything the Voyager class has on him. Articulation pretty much the same. He's got some shoulder action and a bit of elbow action, and he's got that rear wheel, and he actually stands up pretty well. Sorry, I keep losing the camera, but really digging the head mold. Really looks nice. Okay, so there are all 7 Constructicons in their robot modes, and now the coup de grace. I shall combine each of these into Devastator. Okay, so let's move the camera back. First, you want to take Overload, and you want to sort of transform him back in a robot mode, alt mode. But keep this out, and the legs you want to fold out to 90 degrees. You then bring the arms down here. This will form basic crutch section of him. Next you want to take Scavenger, and all you really want to do is fold the wheels back out so they become one wheel again, and fold the treads up under the body, because there are little grooves in the front, and these will slot over here. Now around the back there are 2 grips, and these will grab the tires, and according to the official instructions you're supposed to bring this arm over to part the tires. Okay, so that's those 2 combined. Next you want to get Mixmaster and transform him again like you're going back into vehicle mode. So you want the drum section fully locked together. But the main difference is just fold the Devastator head fully back, and then fold the front like that. So that'll form the head, and there are 2 peg holes here, and they're going to peg onto the 2 pegs either side of Scavenger's head. So we just clip these together. There we go. No, what am I doing wrong? Ah, there we go. Sorry, it took longer than expected. Yeah, and there we have Devastator's head, and we bring the backs just either side of the wheel. Okay, so now we got the torso. Now we need limbs. So we'll start off with long haul. Put this section back and peg the legs back together, but this time we want to fold the front out. Now there is a little ridge here, and the ridge is on the legs, and when you line them up correctly, when it all fits all nice and snug, it should give you the perfect elevation for the leg. Next you want Rampage, and you want to put his treads back together, but the scoop needs to go the opposite way, and you just want to unclip this section and move it down, so basically it's resting now upon that. Put that down, and that is both of his, that's his left leg, or no, right leg, sorry. And these will just peg into Overload. the little pegs on top. Oop, so now we're getting big. Scrapper, just put back into vehicle mode. But instead of putting back in vehicle mode, keep the scoops the opposite way around. And this will just peg onto Scavenger. Okay, just give me 2 moments.